quick stop down at the old workshop. I'm just stopping down quickly to see how the titanium vegetable peelers are tumbling. Now, if you've been following the last few days, you know that I'm going to the US to get these tumbled. I've had problems over the last 2 weeks getting the surface finish on these things. This is the big vibratory tumbler. It can tumble quite a lot at the same time, and it just gives that sort of rough kind of cut down, rounding the edges kind of thing. And that's okay, like, it's not the final finish though. Like, it just gives, you know, the parts get scratched, but that's okay. It's just scratches on the very rough part of the process. There's still a few more processes to go, and that sort of gives it the final sort of flawless finish that I aim for. And so at this stage, it's okay that they get a bit scratched together in there, because the scratches come out in the future processes, and that's basically what I'm going to the US for, is just to get these final processes. So, you know, ironically, like, I'm going, you know, literally halfway across the world, pretty much, to just do a few hours work. You know, like, it's not much on each one, and we should be able to rip through them. There's been some questions in the comments which I might take time to answer later on. In the meantime, right now, I've actually got to go and book my flight. I'm meant to be leaving tomorrow. I've actually got to book it though, so got to go and do that. I've been away all morning, all afternoon, spending time with my son. Did a little bit of work in the cafe. Now I am down to change out the tumbler, take out many titanium peelers, and put in many more. Take a look at these. I'm just taking these out of the machine, the titanium peelers, and, you know, I'm just drying one just now, and I'm looking at the finish, and it's got a little bit of a stonewash finish, but it's really smooth. It looks really good, and, you know, if I show you a bit of a close-up, it really is a good finish. Yes, there's lots of little scratches in it, but I sort of wonder, like, right now I'm thinking, do I really need to go to the US just to get it like that much better? And, you know, because I buy a lot of titanium stuff, or I've bought in the past a lot of titanium stuff from Kickstarter and other creators, and, you know, from around the world, and very few of them, very few, get a finish, you know, even close to this. They just don't prioritize it, and that's fine. You know, maybe they've got different things they prioritize, they've got different business models, you know, and that kind of thing. But nothing really comes close. The only thing is, I've got a knife that is like a $1,000 knife, and, you know, that's got a really good finish on it, sort of on the various parts of it. In fact, I've got it here. It's very well finished. It's not a cheap knife, but it is a very good knife. But to be honest, when I think things like this, like, do I need to go the extra mile? They're generally very brief thoughts. Like, even now, as I talk about it and think of the other products available out there, I think, yeah, no, I know why I'm doing it. Like, it's like the little details. Like, oh, there's actually a quote. I can't remember it, but it'll be the quote at the end of today's video. It's very good. What I am also going to do is put in these two things here. Now, this is a 36mm diameter titanium pill pot, a little container I make, and this is a 45mm diameter pill pot. These are the largest ones I make. This is certainly the largest and longest one I make. Now, I know that putting them in here with a whole load of titanium peelers is likely to scratch these, but that's okay. They're like kind of like a sacrificial piece, because it will speed up. Whoa, what's all that darkness about? Anyway, I know that it will save time in the long run in terms of getting these fully finished and out the door to backers from the Kickstarter project. I'm already delivering late, and so I'll sort of take anything I can. I'll sacrifice some pieces just to speed that process up as best I can. I have a couple of questions to answer here, and then I have a question for you. So I'm just going to get out of the wind. Okay, so do you like my corrugated iron backdrop? Nothing but the best for you. Hi Magnus, what is in the USA that can solve your problem? This is with regard to me taking all the titanium peelers over to the USA. What specialized process machinery do they have? Also, are you allowed to vlog your titanium products being processed, or is it proprietary? I take it you mean in the US. I don't know, I'll see. They've basically got my machine, but bigger. That's essentially, or my machine, like bigger machines. The problem is that the vegetable peelers and cheese slicers, they can go into the barrel, if this was one of them, but they get jammed sideways, and that causes all sorts of problems. And so that was what the last 2 weeks was trying to solve that, try and figure out a way that they don't get jammed, you know, bigger barrels, all sorts of stuff. Just couldn't get it to work, so hence the trip to the US. Have you ever been to the US before? Yes, once about 9 years ago, 8 years ago, 7 years ago, whatever. And I went to a seminar in Florida for like 4 days, but that's pretty much it. 2 stopovers twice in my life apart from that, but no, I'm really excited, to be honest. Like, maybe I don't seem it, but in my head I know it's going to be awesome when I get there, because you know, you get to America and you know, everything's just bigger. It must be fascinating from when people from America come to Europe or New Zealand or that kind of thing, because everything must just be, whoa, bird nearly flew into me. When people from America come over to, you know, Europe or anything like that, it must just seem so small. The cars, the roads, the buildings. When I've been there, everything's just so huge. It's really funny. It's actually getting really windy. I'm gonna have to go down here, and hopefully it's a bit less windy. Bit of a scrapyard around here. Oh yeah, my question for you. It's really interesting. Whenever I upload a video, within the first 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 1 minute, there's a flurry of people saying first and second and third. You know, like first comment, first view, second view, or third comment. Is there a purpose behind it? I've never seen it before. I've only started noticing it now. I never had it on my videos during the last year, but now that my videos, you know, get a few thousand views per video, there's like a flurry of that. Even before they've watched the video, they're putting like first view, and I really would like to understand what that is. And out of interest, it's almost always before they've watched the video, so I think there's going to be a few of those on this video. They'll be like down near the bottom, and what's funny is that they're always there before the video's been watched. Like the first comment, first view gets put in before the video's watched, and so those people maybe won't have reached this far in the video, and they've already put that in, and they might be like going, oh yeah, that was me, I did that. It'll be an interesting one. Right, I think I'm going to call it a day at that. I will of course leave you with the cool quote I mentioned earlier. It is by Charles Eames, and he said, "The details are not details, they are the product."